Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nathan Schneller, call sign Sheldon, and on behalf of the Virtual United States Navy and Virtual Strike Fighter Squadron 106, we are proud to present the 2026 Virtual Rhino Demonstration. The demo flight profile you are about to witness highlights the mobility, the versatility, and power of the most lethal carrier-based fighter aircraft in the world today, the FA-18 Super Hornet, nicknamed the Rhino. The aircraft performing today is the F model, the two-seat variant of the Super Hornet, affectionately called the family model. In today's demonstration, AJ Sales, call sign Hick, from Omaha, Nebraska, and his Weapons Systems Officer, or WIZO, Liam Hernandez, call sign Sauber, from Long Island, New York, will eventually fly the F-18 to the edge of its operating envelope. During the show, the aircrew will experience nearly 8 times the normal force of gravity, accelerate to speeds of up to 700 miles per hour, and demonstrate maneuvers being employed by naval aviators around the world, both in training and combat abroad. On takeoff, watch as Hick selects maximum afterburner and executes the FA-18 dirty roll to half Cuban 8. Hick and Sauber, you are cleared for takeoff. Now setting up for the flat pirouette, where he will demonstrate the Super Hornet's unique ability to operate at slow speeds and high angles of attack. Watch as they execute a maximum performance loop away from the ground and command the nose through 360 degrees of turn, all while remaining parallel to the ground. Hick and Sauber are now setting up for the minimum radius turn to the tail stand. Hick will select maximum afterburner and set a 90-degree angle of bank and sustain 7.5 Gs for 360 degrees of turn. After the minimum radius turn, watch as Hick selects a maximum performance pull into the vertical, followed by an immediate negative G pushover to level flight. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the Super Hornet minimum radius turn. Setting up for the high-speed pass, and airspeeds approaching Mach 1.0, or just over 750 miles per hour. You may notice some white vapor coming off the aircraft, indicating the aircraft is approaching the speed of sound. Hick will demonstrate the raw power of the two twin General Electric GE F414 Tech 400 engines in maximum afterburner. The two motors combined produce over 41,000 pounds of thrust while burning 60,000 pounds of fuel per hour. At max afterburner, the jet can burn a full fuel load in just 13 minutes.
There's Mach 0.95 coming in fast. There's 0.97, gonna go!
As Hick rotates the aircraft 180 degrees, he will return the aircraft to show center and execute the vertical pirouette. Approaching show center at 400 miles per hour, Hick will pull the aircraft into the vertical and roll the canopy towards the crowd. At the top, the aircrew will push the nose below the horizon, then pull the nose back above the horizon and yaw the aircraft to nose low without ever taking his eyes off the crowd.
You keep me
As Hick repositions the Rhino to the left, he will be setting up to perform the unique square loop. As the Super Hornet approaches from show left at 300 miles per hour, Hick and Sauber will rapidly reposition the nose 4 times, flying a distinct square path through the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Hornet square loop off to your left. The aircrew are now setting up for the inverted Whisper Pass. It will approach show center at 500 feet, reduce the throttles to idle, and roll the aircraft inverted. It takes a lot of concentration to fly the aircraft upside down while hanging from the straps of your harness with blood flowing straight to your head. Take note of how quiet the aircraft is as it passes before you at nearly 500 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, from your right, the inverted Whisper Pass. Shh. Hick and Sauber are now setting up for the High Alpha Pass. This maneuver will showcase the incredible slow speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet. Few other aircraft in the world, not even an RB-12, would ever attempt a maneuver at such a slow speed and high angle of attack. However, thanks to the Super Hornet's 2 digital flight control computers, the aircraft is able to remain in complete control while flying at less than 120 miles per hour. And get this, above the typical critical angle of attack for all the pilots out there. In some dogfights, the ability to fly slowly is more important than being able to fly fast. This allows the Super Hornet to get behind another aircraft to employ weapons. Now let's check in with Hick to see how slow he is going today. Hey Hick, it's Sheldon at Show Center. How are you doing today?
There's 15 Alpha, 120 miles per hour. We're slowing it down. 25 Alpha, 100 miles per hour. 32 Alpha, 90 miles an hour. You could beat this thing in a Kia.
Okay, folks, I want you to think of the fastest you've ever gone on a highway, not that you would ever sustain that speed. He's about going 20 miles an hour faster than that. All right, let's watch as Hicks shoves it into Afterburner, and off he goes. Recovers from the split S reposition. He will approach from show right to execute what is called a 90-40 turn, showcasing the Super Hornet's impressive pitch authority. As Hick makes his way in, let us know in chat how much you are loving today's Super Hornet demonstration. From your right, the Super Hornet pitch rate demo. Let's make some noise! The job of a naval aviator is not yet complete until the aircraft is back aboard its floating home at sea. Naval aviators take great professional pride in their unique ability to land aboard a 100,000-ton U.S. Navy aircraft carrier. It takes an incredible amount of teamwork to launch and recover aircraft from a moving ship routinely. This capability allows the U.S. to project power from sea anywhere on the globe today. Even though the aircraft carrier is 1,100 feet long, from the air it appears just as small as a postage stamp. In order to land in an acre 1/10 the size of a normal runway, carrier aviators must touch down between 4 wires stretched across the deck of the ship. To do this, they use an optical landing system commonly referred to as the ball. During the final portion of the approach, the aircrew and landing signal officers known as paddles work together to get the aircraft safely aboard.
Tower paddles for you, chick.
Tower paddles got you loud and clear. 206, you are 3/4 of a mile. Call the ball.
206, run a ball, 5-4.
Roger ball. Little high. Start working it down. Little power. You're on center line. Just a little more power. Easy with it. Easy with it. Power back on. Bolter, bolter, bolter. Hook, skip, bolter. Ladies and gentlemen, I would advise you get your cameras ready, as Hick is now setting up for the photo pass. The aircraft will pass show center at a 90-degree angle of bank at 200 feet and at 700 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Super Hornet photo pass. The Super Hornet is once again approaching from the left for the final maneuver, the carrier brake to land. Hick will select maximum afterburner and perform an aggressive pitch out to enter the landing pattern. As Hick rounds out for landing, he will run through the final checks to ensure an on-speed approach to a precise touchdown in the landing zone. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the carrier brake. The demonstration you have witnessed today is a tribute act to the active duty, retired, and reserve sailors in the United States Navy. Our real-world counterparts, the aircrew who display the Super Hornet to millions of spectators around the United States each year, are highly trained flight instructors who teach the capabilities of the FA-18 Super Hornet to new pilots of the Fleet Readiness Squadron, VFA 106, the Gladiators, home-based at Naval Air Station Oceana in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It takes many talented and dedicated personnel to make this show happen. I would like to take a moment and give thanks to all the working members who made this show possible. Our Personal Affairs Officer is Randall Ward, call sign Details, from Long Beach, California. Our Team Chief, a Virginia Beach native, Alexander Pineda, call sign Warwolf. Our Team Narrator, that's me, is Nathan Sheldon Schneller from Lexington, Kentucky. Our Team Chief Executive Officer is Lowell Brown, call sign Vapor, from Cleveland, Ohio. Our Weapon Systems Officer is Liam Hernandez, call sign Sauber, from Long Island, New York. And our demonstration pilot for today's show is AJ Sales, call sign Hit, from Omaha, Nebraska. Let's make some noise for your 2026 Virtual Rhino Demonstration Team. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Virtual Rhino Demonstration Team and Virtual Strike Fighter Squadron 106, we thank you for the opportunity to demonstrate the flight characteristics and capabilities of the Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet. Your support is crucial for ensuring that we can put on the best demonstration we can fly. If you are interested in getting a more behind-the-scenes look at our demonstration team, please do check us out on Discord, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. It has been an absolute pleasure to perform and narrate for you here today at the 2026 VAA Airventure. Fly, Navy!